Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Acquired Taste OG Collection Scorpio Edition. Last stream of November 2021 version. We got everybody in the building. We got the originators. You got the ones who've been here from the intro. You know what I'm saying? We got the director. We're doing everything. We're doing it all right here, right now. Right? That's what this is. All right. I love y'all. I just wanted to make it dramatic. I love it. All right. So today we're gonna start with FT Island, Out of Love live in parentheses. I think it's live. FT Island is a South Korean rock band formed by FNC Entertainment in 2007. Out of Love is a B-side to the band's sixth Korean studio album, Where's the Truth, which was released in July of 2016. The album reached number 5 on the Billboard World Albums chart, making it FT Island's highest charting album up to that point.
Right. Oh, let's go.
Shout out to FT Island. Let's get it popping.
B-side?
It's a rock band.
Rock band, FT Island.
Y'all people that listen to rock, y'all can tell us what songs it sounds. Wow, right in.
I'm not sure how much I'm gonna be able to judge, so I'm not gonna do it. See, I'm like,
I love rock drums.
This is dope.
yeah.
I love rock drums.
That drummer is going to
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh!
The bassist and the drummer, when they synced up.
Who is doing the guitar? Let's see. Yeah.
It sounds to the big guitars though. He is holding it down. With
Karaoke this.
the low bass.
Let's go.
You gotta sing it.
You know the crowd singing along.
Play it, okay?
Let's go.
I need to do stuff like that.
Hey.
There needs to be a group of people
Oh, and they need backup.
who sing Korean lyrics English all the time.
Yes.
It should be one of them. Usually it's the band members that do it.
Yeah.
But
It should be one of
they're in
them.
unison though. That's hot. Yeah, I think.
Couldn't say that one. I couldn't say it. I tried to sound it out. It didn't work.
Drum solo.
Woo! Come on!
Nice.
Oh, I hope they get a guitar solo then. Keep blurring up the camera. Kill an animal.
That's right.
Nice.
You better cut the music out, okay? Well, come on.
was singing this in English. I was singing in English. I mean, I would definitely sing it, but I would definitely sing this in English. So what are you singing? Some Korean shit, bro. Yo.
That was amazing.
K-Rock concert is probably stupid lit. But my toxic guys, I need the American rock.
Oh, I was ready for the next
Shoot.
one. Quit playing.
I need fire. I need fire on the ceiling. I got fire.
Encore.
I was here for it.
Yeah, the drummer was the star of that one.
Yeah.
The story of the whole song definitely is something. It was.
I'm done.
It hit you?
It hit. But the thing is, like, with the band, everything was right. The drummer was doing his thing. The other guitarist, his vocals was on point. The singer, his vocals on point. You hear the Paramore in that. You hear the what's the name? My Chemical Romance in that song.
I was like, somebody tell me because I don't know.
Like his singing, like the vibrato he was doing and all that stuff. Definitely like some Haley Williams type of feel.
Okay.
And then like the whole vocals of the whole band is just like what's the name? My Chemical Romance, The Ghost of You. It's like, and the darkness and the sadness of the song, it's like it all hits, and that was a beautiful performance regardless, nonetheless.
Right.
Every single person did the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
That's my take on it. That was a beautiful song. Finna download it legally.
Literally.
Right, which was interesting because you're seeing like a lot of like pop rock and soft rock type bands, but the rhythm guitar in the background reminded me a lot of As I Lay Dying. It was a lot harder, like a lot of the.
Yeah.
See, that was in the background. That was more like a harder rock
I
type.
have with
rhythm.
stuff like that was Lestat from Queen of the Damned.
Oh.
That's the feeling that I got from this. It was
Gotcha.
very luring.
Gotcha.
Like it lured me into what they were saying, like what they were talking about. Like I did not say anything during watching this, and I was stuck.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, I feel you. I hear you. I am here. Like that's why like it was very boring.
I can't wait to hear the studio version of it. Since that was the live version, I can't wait to hear the studio
Right,
version.
more like clear.
Yeah.
Because of all the excitement and
if
you know.
they had a choir for that performance.
Oh, for the OOs?
Yes,
For the OOs.
Oh,
If it just like went
Jesus.
quiet and just had the choir with the drums hitting
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
That's what I was gonna say the same thing. I was like,
Oh.
it almost sounds gospel like, especially when he cut out the music. I was like, boy, if they do this at a church, they have somebody shouting.
I need a whole choir.
Hooded black. I need a hooded black robe
Or
choir.
at least
Here.
backup singers that can hit all the chords.
Chained together.
All three.
Because
Like,
I was hitting the top. I was like, if somebody can hit that middle and that bottom,
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
come on. I was thinking the exact
Like
same
the-
thing.
Yeah, and it's just the drummer, and then it'd be one part of the song, the drummer just stops in the straight acapella,
Ooh.
and then they just go right. Jesus.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
As you
very.
can see.
That was dope.
More FT Island.
More
Please.
FT Island.
Yeah,
Please,
I
please.
wish the harmony reached over there. It's reaching there, but I wish that harmony reached over there because I'd be like, ooh, if y'all had this harmony. Ooh. But that shit was still fire though.
All right, so we're going to get into our next song of the day. It's gonna be Eric Nam. Congratulations, featuring Marky Is it Basie or Bassi?
Marky Basie.
It is Basie. Okay, Marky Basie. Eric Nam is a Korean American singer, songwriter, television host, and content creator from Atlanta, Georgia. Back in 2011, following a viral YouTube cover, NBC or NBC? NBC with like man M invited Eric Nam to Seoul to compete on the popular program Star Audition, Birth of a Great Star 2, a show similar to X Factor. Got it. After 8 months, he placed within the top 5 contestants and jump-started his career in South Korea. In 2013, Eric Nam made his official debut. Congratulations, featuring Marky Basie, serves as the title for his first English mini album, Before We Begin, which was released in November of 2019. The song celebrates the end of an old, drawn-out relationship that should have been long over. Eric said that it is inspired by a past relationship where he had a hard time ending things. And Mistlety left a note from our writer, Mistlety. I'm going to the Eric Nam 2022 tour.
Nice.
I'm so hyped. This is my favorite Eric Nam song, like, ever.
I'm obsessed with this.
I watch and listen and stream every episode of this podcast. Check out Eric Nam's Day Back Show, where he talks about K-pop and interviews idols and Asian celebs on the Dive Studios podcast channel.
Okay, so you
Alright,
know
thank you,
him,
Missy.
girl.
I will say that I knew of Eric Nam as a host before I did as a singer, and that's something he talked about, Korean American, People made fun of like his accent, Korean, accent. And so they didn't take him seriously as an artist. So as far as industry wise, he booked a bunch of like hosting things, before they started taking him seriously as an artist. And he was there when BTS came out. He was one of like the first few shows that he was on, or the first few shows that they were on as far as like hosting wise.
Nice.
And yes, his show on Dive. When I was like, I'm trying to hook up with Dive Studios. That's
Okay, so
him.
we coming to see you, bruh.
Still trying to make it happen. But he does maybe podcasts. But he's the one who did Fighting, that show that I had watched when they were making the sandwiches blind and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, he was the one who was hosting that. He was the one who was eating the sandwiches.
Oh.
So, and he's good friends with Amber from FX and Jamie, who did the song Walking,
And he knows my friends.
and Jay, who is in Day 6, the other Korean rock band I listen to, and BM, because BM was on one of the podcasts on Dive Studios, but he's doing like promotion stuff now, so we had that. But yes, so that's his group of like regulars.
Nice.
Marky's there too.
I'm ready you get cups. Dress up in your favorite tubs. Champagne for the two of us. I set the table. Yeah, I'm bringing that ring up. Get to with it what you want. A souvenir or some junk. You said tonight. Congratulations, you're finally leaving. Let's throw a party here tonight. Toast to the end of you and I.
Oh wow!
Yes!
Let's throw a party here tonight. Raise up the glass, all that's goodbye. Oh, congratulations. Oh, that's goodbye. You live up in the way. Let's end on that high note, baby. We both knew that you would come, but we say our last goodbye. Oh, yeah. Your best was there for you. You made it unbearable. The worst part is all my friends know about it before I did. The rumors got too loud around town. It was behind my back running around you. Don't think I don't know, girl, that's why I'm sad to see it go. So congratulations, you're finally leaving. Let's go a party here tonight. Toast to the end of you and I. Congratulations, you're finally leaving. Let's go a party here tonight. Raise up the glass. Oh, that's goodbye. Oh, congratulations.
Is he doing the same shit?
Yeah.
Congratulations, baby. Now that you're finally leaving, let's throw a party and toast to you and I. Congratulations, baby. I guess you really mean it. Let's throw a party and toast to you and I. Congratulations, you're finally leaving. here tonight. So soon we end up, you and I. Congratulations, you finally mean it. Let's throw a party here tonight. Let's up a glass, our last goodbye.
Right. So the next music video is him in his car driving, and it's the song.
I mean, you can have your career running like that if you want
Yeah.
to. All right, Eric, no. Okay.
I felt the fuck out of that.
Yeah, that was a song.
Yeah,
That was a song.
that's like, oh my god. Like, you know how some people will listen to, like, obviously breakup songs and stuff because they want to cry or whatever. This is like a great pick-me-up song.
Yeah.
Like a great, like, we had a good run.
Right.
We tried.
It's okay.
We tried.
Yeah, it didn't work out, and that's
Didn't work
fine.
out.
So congratulations to the both of us.
Right.
Because we better
Yeah,
off
it's
this way.
I'm hurt, but I'm gonna be happy though.
Yeah, I don't want you to be happy.
Break
Like,
songs
you know?
gotta be sad.
Exactly. They don't all have to be sad. Like,
Sure.
I love this. Oh my god.
Monkey Basement was like a party.
Oh, yo.
His verse.
He's flowing this shit, bro. Yo, the little atoms in the back. I was like, it's Justin in here. It's Justin.
His music.
Brittany left you again.
He
Hey.
produced too.
Sure.
Yeah, he produces
He's
because I was
great,
like,
man.
I
His
know he
music is
produced it.
amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, with every now and ad-libbing him saying his
Not whenever.
Yeah.
Mr. T. Pogi said, Bella, whenever I think about one of my exes, I force myself to listen to this song. Because that relationship was toxic and this song reminds me of that.
Good. This is a great pick-me-up song.
It is a great pick-me-up.
This really is. I don't know, like, I don't know. It just gave me a different feeling. I'm like, if I would have listened to this song after any of, like, you know, my issues or whatever. Are y'all good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a realization.
No, I was like, do y'all need to say something? No, but if I would have listened to this after, like, any issues, like, with any guys that I have had, I would have been like, you know what, fuck this shit. Like, I would have been fine right after. Like, I'm not going to be sad. But, you know, I'm just listening to it now, so this is going to be for future.
It is very high commercial appeal. Like, I can hear it like in a show, I can hear it in a movie.
This could be in Euphoria.
Might be, sure. Look.
Yeah.
This could be in Euphoria.
Knowing the producers. But tight. Very, very good, triumphant song. A very down to earth and understand. Not just like a, you know, so you never meant anything to me. Like, no, they obviously did. That's why you're upset. Like, let's not act like you're super, like, you know, indestructible. Let's you know, it happened.
You know it bothers you.
Right, but we're moving on. I appreciate that. And then and hearing your story right before going to the video, it's like, so you've been like building yourself up to be able to do these kind of things. Like, you have to speak from a place of confidence, and this is just another affirmation into his own life that it's time for you to start walking in that purpose. You know what I'm saying? Walking in that in that way that you've been preparing for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Now you're making the song. Now it's dropping. Now we see you not only as this entertainer. You know what I'm saying? But also this artist, but also someone who has the balls, the guts, the audacity to stand. You know what I'm saying? So there's all three good things to continue you forward through your career. So good luck to Eric Nam. Yeah, dope shit.
I love that he's showing a different way to heal from a relationship.
That-
Because that's like important. Like, that's what I was trying to get to when I was talking, but it never got there. Like, instead of it like being a sad breakup song, like, because going back to the story beforehand, saying that this was his like, it was a drawn out relationship because he was having a hard time letting go and like ending things. So instead of being sad, like, and brokenhearted, it's like, it happened. We're good. We're better off this way. Like, you know, I'm just gonna move on. I'm gonna, like, his way of being able to heal from it was to say congratulations instead of like, you know, like being brokenhearted. So,
and even when was it Mark E? But even when he was basically saying what was happening, what was going on, it was like, all right, this is what was happening, what was going on. I acknowledge it, but you know what? I'm good on that. Right. You can keep that. Congrats. We good. Deuces.
Right.
So it was like, all right.
Like, you don't have to hold on to it.
Yeah, he was like, let me say what's going on. Let me just get it out there.
Yes.
You know what? Release.
That pent up energy, you know?
Relax, relate, release.
The music video story that went with it, how he was just going in circles until he finally decided
Drawn out
to
relationship.
leave.
And it was empty. I don't know if y'all
Yeah,
caught that.
it was
an
an
empty
empty
house.
house.
Yeah.
When he
By the
left.
end
By the end
By
of
the
it,
end
yeah.
of it, it was an empty house.
Yeah.
Like it started off real fun doing this thing in circles
And
over
I
and
was
over
like, he's
again, but
doing it again.
ain't nothing here for us anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
It's time for me to go.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Yeah.
Yes, throw a party, a
Time
goodbye
for the
party.
ride.
Yeah, it was a goodbye party.
That's dope.
That's crazy. Wow, that was
That's dope.
yeah, very artistic.
Hey, nah.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo!
Y'all put in that work.
Very well done. Very
and
well
I'm very
done.
happy that they started taking you seriously.
Yes,
that
sir.
shit is dope.
Yeah.
I'm excited for more.
If you happen to see this, Eric or Marky, seriously, 100%, hit us up because we'd love to connect with you for, say more than just music stuff, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate your work and what you're doing out here in the streets. Also, in the meantime, between time, love y'all. Follow us on our Patreon, you know what I'm saying, our Instagram, you know what I mean, the YouTube, the Twitch Live, whatever you do is the Aquarium Studios. We're holding it down. And this has been Acquired Taste OG Edition. You know what I'm saying? Let's do it. We love y'all. Keep rocking with us since 2019. All right? Peace.
Bye.